I love this guy. He
He's horrible.
So this one scared you more than most, even, right? Why?
I just had never done anything quite like that. I mean, I was skating around it, but never, I hadn't done an accent like that. I hadn't done a period piece. I've been playing Crusaders. I've been playing the opposite of that guy for a while.
You've been a naturalistic actor.
And I've been a naturalistic actor. And all of those things just started to feel incredibly oppressive to me. But I still wasn't ready to make the leap away from it.
It's a very theatrical part.
Well, it's really reminiscent of, like I said earlier, I've had a lot of theater friends reach out to me and like, listen, I've loved your work. I love it for such a long time. But to see you go back to that kind of playful, physical comedy that's so daring and broad was so exciting to me and reminded me so much of our lean days when, you know, it didn't matter.
So there was this sort of 3-week playful rehearsal period. How did that feed what you were able to do and maybe give you confidence?
We had this incredible, we never have a rehearsal. I mean, you're lucky if you have a read-through in a movie. We had 3 weeks of rehearsal, and it was literally all we did was do theater games and make ourselves look like the biggest idiots you could possibly look like in front of each other. I mean, we were doing interpretive dancing, both forward and reverse at 60 frames a second. We were singing, we were rolling around on the ground, we were puppeteering each other. It was ridiculous.
But somehow it ended up in the movie.
It was all in there.
Like the dance sequence, for example. My favorite.
It's so good. Too bad we can't show that. It's one of my favorites too. It's that we choreographed, but it was also in the spirit of that play, and that playfulness, and that sense of playfulness creates a sense of freedom and a space for you to feel free to explore and safe to explore in, and you know. This is a very physical movie, especially for Emma and me. And we needed that. And Yorgos, in his just infinite wisdom, yes, he's knew how to lead us that, but never let us be in our heads. He not once ever gave me a note about the character. We didn't talk about the script. When we read it, it was after 8 hours of playing games. We'd read 10 pages, close the book, come back the next day. Wow. And during the course of that, we're trying on costumes and hairdos and playing with the accent. And so it was all sort of working together. We just weren't approaching it from our heads. We were approaching it from our bodies, the relationship we were creating with each other. And this beautiful, hilarious script.
So did Lanthimos ever say to you why he wanted you when he was sort of trying to talk you into doing it?
No.
I have a theory.
Okay.
It's my superpower thesis.
Okay, let's do it.
It's the same thing. It's that you can make us feel sorry for this dissipated asshole in a way that no other actor ever could. I mean that. Maybe the idea that there's something gentle and decent inside of you that will always come through.
Thank you. You know, he's so broken. He's such another child, and he's such a narcissist, you know. But when you tear away the layers of all of that projection and falsity, is probably the most insecure, damaged people And we got to see what we're seeing on the world stage in a comedy. But they're paper thin, you know? He's paper thin when it comes down to it. And maybe it's that we see him for the nothing that he really feels he is that gives us sympathy for him, maybe a little. I don't know. It's plausible. Or just what you said.
Now, when he comes crawling back to Bella, you know, in the rain, it's just, it's great.
It's such a great part. It's the best part ever.
So what do you have coming up? What's next? You've got some TV series, it looks like. Hal and Harper.
Oh yeah, I during the Screen Actors strike, SAG was encouraging actors to go out and make independents so that we could show the studios that it could actually be done. That, right? That we could make something and still honor the actors and honor this new contract that the actors were asking for, and it wasn't gonna stop us from working. It was doable. And I really believed in that. I think, you know, what we need competition in the marketplace, and by making great independent films, it makes the other films better. And it lets other people get involved that normally wouldn't get a chance. So I did Hal and Harper, which is we did 10 episodes, 10 half-an-hour episodes for $5 million, which is impossible.
And did you sell it?
Not yet. They're still cutting it, but the idea is to sell that. So it's never been done. There's never been an independent television show ever made that was taken to market. So that's Cooper Raiff. Cooper Raiff, who did Cha-Cha Real Smooth. I don't know if you saw that, but he's a beautiful young filmmaker. So that was his idea to sort of, you know, make a co-opt for filmmakers to make projects, and everyone had a piece of it if it sells. And then I'm going off to do Brad Ingleby's next film. He did a next TV show. He did Mayor of Easttown with Kate Winslet. It's really good. And Jeremiah Zager, who directed Hustle, is going to be directing that.
I look forward. I look forward.